So I'm going to show you how to set up your document in Illustrator. So I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to go to Print and View All Presets, and we're going to make it A3 and make sure that it is portrait, not landscape. So we go Create, and this will create your document. There are a few things that you can do to begin with. The first thing is to bring in some fonts that you like, and then the second thing is to bring in some colors that you like. So if we go to the Creative Cloud app, down here on the left we have Manage Fonts. If you go here, you can go to Browse More Fonts. It will open a site. You sign in with your Google account, and then it will bring up the font kind of web page. And what you can do is you can use some of these, whichever ones you like. If you like geometric, or you choose what you want to have, and you can also change what the sample text is. So if you type in infographic, then it will show you what the text looks like with the actual font itself. You can also change kind of whether it's kind of thin, or whether it's bold and things like that. So if you like a font, so this one I really like, so you view the family, and then what you can do now is you can just activate the whole family. So I'm just going to activate the whole of Le Havre, and then I'm going to, when I go back to Illustrator, that would be available for me. So if I type in my font and scale it up, I'm just grabbing the handles at the corner, then I can change the font to whatever I want. At the moment, these are all the fonts that are in my library, but if I just put this one, it will just put in the ones that are from all the ones that are just from Adobe. So I'll go to Le Havre and I'll pick that one because I like it. Okay, so that's how to select fonts. The next thing that you might want to do is create a color palette. So again, I'm going to go back to Creative Cloud. I'm going to go back to Apps and to Graphic Design, and if you go down to the bottom, it'll give you some list of assets, and I want to go to Adobe Color, so I'm going to launch that as well. And this will bring you to a website which has got lots of kind of color palettes and kind of trends and libraries and things like that you can use for kind of creating a color theme to what you're doing. So this is up to you. You can browse some of them. Some of them are really good, and they can give you a really interesting look to what you're doing. And they all have complementary colors here, so they're kind of useful to create a look to your particular kind of infographic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new library, and I'm going to call it infographic. I'm going to go create, and then if I like a color palette, then what I'm going to do is, if I like this one, I'm going to add it to the library. And I think this one's quite interesting. I'm going to add that one to the library. And when I go back here in my library, so I will have infographic, and then it will have 2 color swatches, and I can add those by right clicking. I can add the swatches to my library, and I can add the theme to the swatches or the color. So then you get both sets that you can use to colorize your particular kind of design, and then you can kind of create some really interesting looks to it.